Lesson 3, composition of functions, okay? This is just when you smash two functions together. There's two different situations you could have, where they give you a number and when they don't give you a number, okay? When they give you a number, hopefully you guys remember this, but what you do is just first, whatever's inside over here, you're gonna figure that out first. So first you're gonna find out the g of 3, okay? So the g of 3 is going to be equal to the absolute value of 3 minus 5. So the g of 3 is going to be equal to the absolute value of negative 2. And so we know the g of 3 is equal to positive 2 because we took the absolute value. Now we take this number and we're going to put this into the f of x. So we're going to do the f of 2. We're just taking that number and putting it in here. Okay? The f of 2 is just going to be 2 squared. So our final answer is just going to be 4. That's our final answer. So the f of g of 3 is equal to 4. Just a quick thing to mention. This notation right here, let me erase this a little bit. Okay. This notation is also can be written like this. So don't get freaked out. It's also like saying this. The f of g of 3. All right? These two are the same exact thing. Just two ways of expressing it. And it's this done the same way. You start with the G and you plug it into the F. Alright? Now let's take a look at this one. Now I'm going to rewrite this also in the other notation. This is the same thing as F of G of X. Okay? Now to do this guy right here, what you got to do is, I'm not sure if you remember this, but you're going to be plugging in the G of X into the F of X. So what it basically is like this. We're going to rewrite the g of x. So it's going to be the f of, and the g of x, well, let's find that guy over here, is this. Okay? It's the absolute value of x minus 5. Okay? So that's what we're doing. We're going to do the f of this. So what we do is plug this into we're going to be plugging this into the f function. Remember, this is where we put our input. So this is the same thing as the f of g of x is equal to, sorry, actually, let me just erase that. What I meant to say is that this whole thing, if I have an input of the absolute value of x minus 5, is just going to be the input of x, absolute value of x minus 5, squared. See, I just plugged this in for x. That's all you had to do. And so my final answer, because I can't do anything with that absolute value, would just be, well, let me get this out of here. This would just be the f of g of x is equal to the absolute value of x minus 5 squared. That's my new composite function. Now, maybe you're not getting this, so I just want to go back for 1 sec. Let's just try one more of these, because I know they can be a little bit confusing. I'm just going to make up one on my own. Let's say I was going to do the, let's try the k of f of x, okay? Not sure if this is on your paper, but let's see if we can do this one. Oh, you know what? Let's write it in the other alternative form. Okay, we're going to do the k of f of x. All right? So what I'm going to be doing is putting the f function into the k. I'm taking my f, I'm putting in the k. So that would be rewritten as k of f of x. Okay? Well, as we did before, we could just rewrite the f of x is, this can be the k of, well, f of x is equal to x squared. Okay, that's our input. And so when we put this into our function, the k of x, this would be x squared squared, see, I just put this in for my x, plus 2x squared. See how I just put this in for my x? So I just put this guy in for all my x's, put it in here for my x, and I put it in here for my x. And now I just have to simplify this. This would be equal to x to the fourth plus 2x squared. And that is my new composite function. All right, guys, good luck.